We need help finding the T-Man, if you know what I mean.
And she's like, who?
The T-Man. You know where the T stands for turnip? Oh, she muted herself. She was
My
upset
mic
about what I
wasn't
said.
working.
Yeah, we got to find the T-Man.
Who's the T-Man?
I'm a 400-pound turnip man. It's an awakened turnip that is sentient, 5.5 feet tall, and 400 pounds. That went missing 4 days ago.
And for once, Hero's not joking. He means that literally.
Yeah, it's
He's
a
a
very literal
giant
thing.
turnip.
A giant turnip man that speaks common. His name is Pistachio. He's awakened once a month, and he's currently got 2 weeks before he unawakens. And he was basically kidnapped 4 days ago, but we'd have no idea by who. We just see two. We saw. So it was like boot prints in the garden. We saw two sets of boot prints in the garden where he resides. We don't
So
know anything else. We
you
saw
went
there's
there
also
already?
one guy who the neighbors saw what a large guy who walks with a bit of a limp, who has short, dark hair and fair skin, peeking over a fence, looking at him. That's all we got. We don't know anything about the guy. None of the neighbors or the neighbor we talked to didn't see the turnip being kidnapped or anything.
Prince didn't lead very far.
No, not that I saw at least. I don't think I rolled very well in that roll, but I didn't see him go very far. So yeah, we talked to the neighbor, we got that information, and that was about it. Not great. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're trying to find the giant turnip man. Oh yeah, that's right. The first half was disposing of a stupid body.
Yes.
We ended up using our silver tongue man to get way more money out of it. So we ended up what would you describe doing to the body?
I wouldn't describe what we did to the body.
We did some horrific things to the body and put it on a sign as a message for the guards to not look around the area. And he paid us an extra 1,000 gold and a nice ring to do it, versus the initial 100 gold to just dispose of a body. So it's like we got some money, and I got a ring of evasion, which is nice.
So he's got that going for him.
Yeah, I got that. You know, if I need dex saving throws, I have. I can just automatically succeed on it 3 times a day. That's nice. You think I'm gonna not cast invisibility by then? You think I won't cast Misty Step into invisibility by then?
Hey, remember.
I'll teleport, run. I'll like teleport, fucking move 30 and be invisible at the same time. You think I won't just disappear off the face of the planet?
You have to remember. Magic Missile says, "Dear Sir." Fireball says, "To whom it may concern."
So what you're telling me is, let's say I went invisible. I stood in front of the wizard. He casts fireball and he hits me and hits himself in this process. I'm just saying I could do that. It'll concern him then.
Theoretically, I think
I
the
could just sit invisible, sit
the
there with a
GM would
reaction.
probably do like a percentage roll to see if the spell actually would erupt on you, or if the magic forms the fireball further away.
That'd be funny. I'm not sure. That'd be funny to try though. Like, oh, I gotta get in there. I gotta stop from hitting my friends. Go invisible to stand in front with the reaction, jump wherever the fucking wand points.
Yes, old madman. Nice.
Oh, sick. I use bonus action to run away and then invisibility.
He's gonna be like that tiefling on the YouTube video. Fireball! Fireball! Fireball!
Oh, we also heard the Ghost Tortoise Tavern is having a sale on steaks. I feel like you forgot about that, so that can't be that important, right? You said it's a so that's gotta. I don't know if it's a hint or not that it doesn't actually matter. I think that's just a random fucking thing. But we were trying to think of like, all right, who would want to kidnap a turnip man? One thought was a restaurant who is trying to save money on turnips because he still is a turnip. He's just a sentient turnip that can speak common and all that. Maybe somebody like a child who wanted a playmate. Maybe parents had a kidnap for him. Maybe somebody's interested in magical creatures. But we didn't get any leads on like which one of those would be correct. And what part of town are we in? The higher like middle district, rich district, poor district? What part of town are we in?
Upper middle.
Upper middle class.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could be someone more aristocratic that took it. I mean, that wanted it. The person that was peeping was probably the person who has a limp. But we don't know for sure. What time of day is it?
It's probably late morning, early afternoon.
We should go get lunch. I heard this tavern has got a sale on steaks.
Let's go.
I want to say let's go to the Ghost Tortoise Tavern for lunch. Get a steak meal.
Is it a steak or a mistake?
50-50 on either. And technically, it could be both.
It most certainly could be both.
Get a mistake steak.
So, you guys head over to the Ghost Tortoise Tavern. You guys find a nice, comfortable table. They serve up some drinks. The waiters comes over. What can we get you all to eat today? Got a fine deal on steaks today.
That sounds great. I'll have one of those.
Excellent.
Like a steak and do you have any turnips?
Yes, of course we have turnips.
Like how big can I how big are they? Like the size of a man?
Boy, you're quite hungry today, I see. No.
Look, she just has a thing about large turnips. Don't make this into anything else.
Alright, yeah, of course. I mean, most of our turnips are average turnip size. I suppose there might be a couple in the back that are bigger than average.
Get me what you can get me.
Sure.
Comes out with a fucking whole arm. Here you go. 60 pounds of turnip.
Oh, the humanity!
Might as well eat it now, I guess. You can't eat it anymore.
I mean, he would lend a hand if he could. Or an arm.
So he goes back to the kitchen, puts your order in. Comes back a few minutes later. So we do have one abnormally large chunk of turnip back there. I mean, we normally would cut that up. That'd be at least 8 servings. I mean, you can give the whole thing to you, but we're gonna have to charge you extra. That okay?
Can I see it? Actually, no. I don't want it cut up. I want it.
Right. We can serve it you all as one. We just
Okay. Yes.
have to charge you 8 side portions turnip.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Just wanted to check. I mean, it's gonna be like a whole silver piece.
Okay.
Oh no. Tell him, here's the gold. I want to watch you work.
So he goes back to the kitchen once more. It's probably about half an hour or so that passes before they come back out. It serves up plates of food, 3 plates with steak. 2 of them have the sides on the plate. Then I'll be right back with your turnip.
Okay.
So he goes back to the kitchen, comes back out once more with a platter of giant turnip. And what he brings out is, rather than the normal turnip shape, this is like a cube of turnip, 10 inches to a side.
Well, shit, mystery solved, Scoob.
Quite the turnip.
Thank you.
Enjoy. And he leaves you to eat your meal.
Fluffy, come here. Eat this.
So you're having Fluffy eat your turnip.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on.
What?
Can't have fucking dinosaurs eating turnips.
Says you.
I mean, you could.
It's gotta be illegal, though.
Well, considering the situation that we're talking about here, probably immoral is the word you're looking for.
It could be both.
It can be both.
Does anything taste weird about that turnip? Yes or no? What's Fluffy say?
He sniffs the turnip, does not seem interested in it, and instead tries to sniff your.
Okay, but Fluffy, is there anything weird about the turnips? Yes or no? Do that first, and then you can have a steak.
Hold on, let me just cast detect magic on myself. Is there anything magical about this? Any like residue of magic on that?
It's magically delicious.
Maybe I see like any residue, maybe. I don't know if it being cut off would retain any magic left from being awakened. If it was initially, I guess. I'll also do an Arcana check. Do I know enough about awakened creatures to know that if an inanimate object was awakened and then part of it was separated, would there be any magic residue left?
You're certainly not an expert in that field, but from what you know, the awakened creature would probably lose any feint of magic once it died.
Do I see any feint of magic on this cube?
No, you're really not picking up anything beyond background magic.
I'll be like, I'll let Nix know. I don't see any extra magic on it. They might have just had an
Well, that-
absurdly large turnip.
I'm asking if it tastes weird. Like, tastes like a part man turnip.
Fluffy is a carnivore, and he is not interested.
Take a
Eating.
bite. I'll take a bite.
Sounds to me
It's
like
like turnip
that's
to
the
me.
answer to the question right there. He's like, no, this is a fucking turnip. I'm not eating this crap.
Okay, then yeah.
Even if it's a turnip
There's-
man, I don't think it wouldn't not taste like turnip. I think it would still just taste like a turnip.
I'll try
I
it
think
and
it would
see.
still be just as delicious as a turnip, which is to say disgusting.
Yeah, like, I think delicious is not the right
What
word
does
to use.
it taste like?
It tastes like every other turnip you've had. Maybe a little bit better in some ways, a little bit worse because it's giant and not cooked very well.
It's fleshier.
Waiter?
He comes back over. Yes, can I... Something wrong?
First of all, delicious. Second of all, where do you get these large turnips? Like, where in the world? Who's your supplier?
Oh, yeah, we can't be giving that away. Trade secrets and all.
Uh,
Very, yeah, very special suppliers in town who provide us our high quality and affordable foods.
Is it a secret? Are you trying to hide something?
Just hiding business practices so that there aren't too many copycats. That's all. Now, is there anything else I can help you with, miss? Barely touched your turnip. What a bit of turnip we got you there.
Your next delivery of turnips. So I know when to come back.
I mean, we usually get a shipment every day or every other day. This came
Does
in
it come
yesterday.
today yet?
I can't say that it has.
Alright, I'll be outside.
No, no. Uh, uh, uh,
Here's the money. I'll be yeah. Thank you.
He's standing over the table with the rest of you. I'm gonna go get the manager.
Me and Fluffy are gonna hide out outside in a hiding spot that we can see the doors. I'll, if there's a back door, I want to hide in front of that.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Pretty good. Yeah.
So you crouch down behind some crates out back. As you're doing so, a grumpy goblin comes bursting out the back door. Alright, where are you? He looks around for a minute, then he sees Fluffy's tail sticking out. Charges over.
For it.
Sorry, what was that?
We're gonna run for it.
As you start running, he shouts off after you. You ain't gonna be stealing any of my corporate secrets. No corporate espionage here. Waving a knife in the air after you.
Go back inside.
Okay.
Go back. Does he go back in?
He hangs out by the back door for a minute to make sure you don't come back before going back.
Well, after he does that, then I am in fact going back.
Back inside or back outside?
Back, outside.
Okay. Inside, the waiter comes, or no, not the waiter this time, comes over. You and your friends aren't welcome here. And have to ask you to.
What have I done? I've just been sitting here enjoying my meal.
Your friends trying to steal trade secrets. Appreciate it.
Guilt by association, I see.
Yes, exactly what I was thinking. That doesn't seem like that's my problem necessarily. It sounds like that's their problem.
Actually,
I've
it
just been
sounds like
enjoying a
it's...
fantastic steak.
Actually, I think it's nobody's problem, really, and perhaps, instead of it being a problem, it's an opportunity. And I'll look over at the manager as I set my not insubstantial bag of coins on the table, smiling at him.
I'm not following. What are you implying here?
I'm implying that my friend here wanted to know trade secrets. I understand that you would be uncomfortable giving these trade secrets out to just any old riffraff, people who, could, for whatever reason, decide they want in on the business, start up their own restaurant right across the street to try to destroy yours. However, I would surmise that offering up those trade secrets to, say, a silent partner would not be that much of an issue. After all, they would have a vested interest in making sure that the business runs well.
How much money are you talking?
I don't know. How much money do you think it would take to dress up the place to be a little bit nicer? Not too nice, but say enough to cause some of the competition to perhaps lose a few customers here and there.
He thinks about it for a moment.
And I will look around with a practiced eye and point out things that could probably use some upgrading. Like maybe new bar top or some new tables and chairs, things of that sort.
I think for something like that, we'd be talking somewhere in the neighborhood of 3,000.
3,000 gold pieces. Well, for that high of an investment, I think it would only be reasonable to take 30% of the profits.
Give you 10%. Can't do 30%, I don't have.
And Kildos will slowly and patiently line up 300 platinum on the table. Perhaps 25% would be more reasonable.
$15. That's the size I'll go.
Oh. Sounds to me like 20% is the magic number that we're looking for.
You definitely said 15
And-
is as high as I'll go.
Kildos puts an additional stack of 100 platinum on the table. Of course, for that percentage, I would have to be a very serious investor. There's 4,000 gold basically on the table right now.
So you're offering 4,000 gold for
20% and full knowledge of the business, how everything's run, any deals that you get. I want to know everything from the really good, important trade secrets all the way down to the mundane so that I can see if there's anything that I could be able to help you with. Do we have an accord?
Give me a persuasion check with advantage to sum up the whole conversation. We'll see how likes.
Yeah, not terrible, not great.
Something about this whole thing just seems a little bit fishy. I've never seen you in here before. You come in and you want to buy steak in a random tavern, throwing down thousands of pieces of gold.
Nothing random about it. We heard that you were having a fantastic sale on steak, and considering that a lot of the establishments around here are having a difficult time being able to keep any kind of decent quality steaks on their menu, I wanted to see exactly what was going on, and I assumed I would be getting a, well, to be perfectly blunt, maggot-filled piece of steak for the prices that you were offering, and yet here I sit, having enjoyed a sumptuous meal. That piques my interest. But I will say that although I do have quite the generosity and quite the interest in such small businesses, my patience is rather limited. So, if you have no interest in doing business with me, I don't see any reason why I should be doing business with you. Have yourselves a wonderful day. And he will slowly start pulling the platinum back, giving the guy ample time to reconsider as he's putting it back into his pouch.
You do see him stare at it for a moment in thought before he returns back to the.
Hero, I do believe that your skills are going to be necessary, keeping an eye on them and finding out precisely what it is that they're doing.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for who is coming and going around the back and the front the best I can.
I mean, as the kids these days say, he is sus AF.
What did you say to me? So I'll, how much does a meal end up costing?
All in, it's probably a 5 gold piece meal.
Alright, I'll pay 5 gold. I'll hop out and I'll look for Nyx. Do I see where Nyx is outside?
Yeah.
And I'll make sure to thank Hero for
Me.
paying for my meal.
See,
So I'll walk over Nyx. Did you see anything?
get behind this crate.
I guess I'll get behind the crate.
Gonna make the delivery soon, and we're just gonna follow it back.
Yeah, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
So give me a perception check as you watching. So you guys wait. It's about 2 hours. Until you see someone roll up to the back door with a large cart.
This is it.
Does he walk with a bit of a limp by chance?
No, this person doesn't seem to have any sort of limp. They're walking perfectly fine and healthy.
No, well. I'll let him continue on.
They knock on the back door, and you hear her say, "Oh yeah, I got your beef deliveries." They open the door, and you see them carrying a couple of large sides of into the back. There's a sack of gold exchange, and then the cart departs once more.
I don't think that really helps us at all.
Gonna keep watching then?
Cause yeah, I wasn't no turnips. I'm gonna watch.
Do I happen to know what part of the city farmers tend to be in? Or maybe where food distribution happens? I don't know if...
I mean, there are markets and grocers in all portions of various qualities. You're gonna find your cheap or just your high-end thing. Nicer dis-
I'm gonna go look for a market.
Fine.
Go look for like a turnip stand. Somebody's selling turnips in the market.
Are you
Do
stay?
it.
Are you staying, Nix? Or you?
Stay.
Stay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Nix, you go back to watching. Hero, you go in search of a turnip market.
Yeah, it's an entire market for turnips. That would definitely be where he turns up.
I'll. Which one? Which way is Nyx going? You said.
She is staying to watch further, I believe.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that Hero can't get into too much trouble at a turnip market. So I'm going to stay and just keep a respectful distance, but keep an eye out for Nyx.
Okay. Alright, so we'll focus on Hero for a moment. Hero, you had a couple blocks over. There's a fairly sized marketplace. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Look through it and see if you can. Yeah, not hard at all. You find a one stand that's got a nice big box of turnips.
All right. They look like just regular turnips that were pulled, or do they look like they were cut to size?
No, these look all like ordinary turnips, various sizes, but turnip.
All right, so that's probably not what I'm looking for then. 'Cause if somebody's selling these turnips, they're not going to look that natural. I'm going to keep looking. Also
Okay.
keeping an eye out for someone who's got short dark hair, fair skin, and if they do happen to walk with a limp, kind of that description that we got.
Okay.
And if they have a Hitler mustache, don't forget that.
Oh yeah, shit. Forgot that little detail.
Okay. Give me another perception check to. You're walking through the market. When at one point you spot something that stands out to you. At a shop down the street. Just below his regular sign, he's got a smaller sign that says "Giant Turnip."
All right, I'm gonna approach, not necessarily like I'm looking to shop, but I'm gonna get closer to get an eye on it. Do the turnips look natural, or do they look like they were blocked and cut out?
What you see all looks natural.
Hmm.
You're gonna approach and inquire further, or
Yeah, I'll walk up and
Hey
talk
man,
to
can I
the
score some turnips? You got some turnips I can score, man. I'm looking for a fix.
I'll walk up. Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
hey, I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Those are some really big turnips. Do you grow them yourself?
We got some farms we work with outside of town that they provide these nice big turnips here, all nice and big like.
Is there a specific farm that actually produces them that big consistently, or is that more of a recent thing?
Oh yeah. There's a farm up north of here. They provide all sorts of giant produce like this. They've been growing it for generations.
Fascinating. Have you noticed, have they been supplying even more than normal recently at all? Or do you
No,
always buy the same amount?
it seems about the same. It varies a little bit between seasons and stuff, as depends on weather, but it's generally about the same.
I'll nod. How much for one of those large turnips?
Oh, let's see. He picks up a nice one, looks it over. This one looks pretty good. I'll let it go for 5 copper.
All right, I'll give him 5 copper, and I'll take the turnip and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have yourself a nice day now.
You too. Alright, now this might be a little bit further away. How far am I from the north exit to the city? Or to the farm? Like, I didn't necessarily ask if the farms are up north, just almost out of character. How far away are these going to be? Are they like outside the city? Are they in the city?
They are most likely outside of the city and probably a day or two's journey.
Okay. And I will just continue looking around the market for anything else. Any other
Okay.
sellers.
Okay. Doesn't look like Nick's back yet, so we'll not jump back to her yet.
I'm guessing no dice. I'm looking for that any large guy with a limp.
No, haven't seen anyone that matches that description.
Alright.
Hey, you back, Nix? Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, there you are.
On my team.
We're jumping back to you, Nix. Hero has purchased a very large, normal, ordinary turnip.
But it probably won't go anywhere. But there is a farm to the north of the city, about a day's walk away, that does tend to produce large produce. That's all I got. I don't know if it actually is going to go anywhere, but I found that out.
Nix, give me another perception. You notice something. Just before the dinner rush starts, another person comes to the back door. This person's wearing a cloak, carrying a large box. Even walking with a bit of a limp.
That's it. That's the son of a bitch.
Oh,
Kill
I
him.
told you, Brandon. Told you.
Oh, Kildos is keeping himself obscured
Okay.
and keeping an eye on all this.
Nix, can I get a stealth check as well? Person who's walking up the back door is kind of checking around before he...
Since I'm keeping an eye on them from a distance, should I do the same, or should I be safely far enough away that he's not going to get suspicious?
If you're at a place where you can see the back door, go ahead and give me a roll. If it's just Nix that you can see, you could get by without it.
Yeah, it's mostly the focus is on keeping Nick safe.
I was peeing, but I would have said bite me if I was here.
Huh?
I was peeing and getting a drink, but if I was here, I would have said bite me.
Yeah, I told you.
Um,
Should have told you to hide behind my crate with me.
The crate that you got caught behind earlier. You have good cover.
After a few moments, the door is answered, and the man seems to rush inside and close the door quickly behind him. About 5 minutes passes. He comes back out, gives another quick looks around, and quickly walks down through the alley back to the main thoroughfare.
Okay. I'm starting to walk with him, behind him, stealthily.
Okay. So you start tailing him from a distance. Hero, give me a perception check as he is passing through the same market that you're in.
Oh, I got it. I thought I was gonna roll a fucking 1 there. This turnip stand hunting's interesting. Who knew there were so many interesting facts about turnips?
You don't see the man that they're following, but because it's hard to miss even in a crowd, you do see Fluffy walking through the crowd.
Do I see? I'm gonna look in front of the direction where I see Fluffy walking to specifically, because I'm gonna guess they look like they're walking with purpose. They're not like looking around. They're specifically like tailing somebody. Can I tell
Yes.
that at all?
You can tell that.
I'm gonna just kind of start walking parallel with them while continuing to look ahead of them for the guy.
Okay.
At least until I hit a fucking wall and I have to, deviate.
It is a bit crowded, but you're having some trouble figuring out who they're following. But you keep on in the same general direction.
Alright. I'll just keep doing that for now. Because I'm assuming it doesn't look like they're looking around, like bobbing their head looking. They're trained on the guy, I'm guessing.
I would assume so, Nix.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of move in that direction, because that would imply that you are specifically moving with purpose. I'll just kind of move following.
Okay. You guys follow him for several minutes as he takes a couple of turns onto side streets. Eventually ending at what seems to be a small grocery store.
Does he go inside or what's happening?
He looks around once more time. Both of you give me a stealth check.
Am I giving a stealth check, or is it just call us? Because I don't actually technically know who I'm tailing yet.
It's gotten a little bit more apparent as you've gotten closer.
Okay, I was able to see the guy and tell it was him with the limp.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Kildos isn't as bad as the paladin in plate mail going, "I'm sneaking," but he's doing his best.
This is what I look like when I'm sneaking.
Behold and marvel at my stealth.
What are you doing the Auric fucking rogue? I'm sneaking, you don't see me! I don't see anything, what was that?
Yeah, so he looks around once more, unlocks the front door, quickly steps inside and closes the door again.
So is this place closed right now?
Or was that a back door?
Yeah.
That was the front door.
Oh, it's just front door, okay.
Is it closed?
Well, then follow-up question, is there a back door? I want to watch the back side of the building.
I mean, there is probably a back door, but next you go up and take a look at the door. You see the sign up front says Nicomede's Groceries by appointment only.
I'll start looking for the back door as well with him.
Okay.
And Kildos will just simply go up to the front door and knock.
Is there a back door?
While Nix and here are going on to back, don't get any response with you.
Oh, that's okay. I've been raised to be persistent.
Hero and Nix, you guys do find the back door.
Alright,
And Kildos will continue to knock, slowly becoming more and more and more obnoxious.
Alright, while he's doing that, I'm gonna see if it's locked and look for traps. What
Okay. Give me a perception or investigation check for traps.
I'll help him so he can have advantage.
Alright. Oh, thank God. I don't think it's locked. I think it's just really tight.
Mhm.
Just start fucking rolling that one, start shaking the handle. Ah, that's really tight. Hello?
E-
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. What's up, guys?
Howdy.
Nick's spotted a guy that matched the description, making a delivery to that place that had the steaks on sale.
Oh,
Tailed
shit.
him to a grocery store that is appointment only. Currently, Kildos is knocking on the front door repeatedly. Me and Nix are investigating the back door.
Oh, shit.
Not really repeatedly. It's more annoyingly.
I think that'd
Alright.
be still repeatedly, to be fair.
Yeah.
Then Semi, Semi.
Well,
is
yeah, but
good.
I mean, it's the changing of the pattern, making sure that it's not as rhythmic as it should be,
You gonna start
so that it
singing Yank
actually
Out Rhythm
grates on
now?
somebody's nerves, that kind of thing.
It's autistically specific knocking is what we're hearing.
Yes.
Semi is standing back behind Kildos, watching a master at work.
And on top of that, he is also occasionally punctuating it with his most rich, pompous impersonation. Hello!
Yep, there you go.
Getting like a theater voice in there to fucking make it really loud. Projecting very loudly in front of the door.
I mean, I think I could do that. I
feel
think
like
I
a
have.
probably could.
I think I have the spell for that. Yeah, I've got thaumaturgy.
That'd be funny.
You know, you do the whole polite knocking, the hello, hello, and then just for like one brief moment, you're like, I said hello.
Hey!
Oh shit, is that a die?
No, that was a crush washer from a muzzle brake on my AR-15, actually. So.
Oh.
But I could see why you might have thought it sounded like a die.
It sounded like it was rattling. I was like, oh.
This is
You said it's a crush washer?
Yeah, I'm exchanging muzzle brakes on my AR, so just took the old one off.
I just did that a little while ago myself.
Oh, nice.
It's a royal pain in the butt, especially to try to find just the right position where it lines up correctly.
Yeah, the right shims and all that kind of stuff. You have to
Well-
start the thread in a specific spot and all that.
Well, like, okay, so like the one. Sorry, I'm derailing.
Hero, go ahead and give me a thieves tool check. Okay. We will jump back to that in a Kildos, you, after several moments of knocking, you hear a voice come from the other side of the door. Have an appointment?
I would like to schedule one.
How about tomorrow at noon?
Tomorrow at noon works for me. But if you happen to have 5 minutes now, I would like to at least be able to get a slight introduction if possible.
Nope, tomorrow at noon. What's your name?
Kildos. Kildos Kalimdari. I'm sure you've heard of the family name. New in town, and I'm looking for someone to be a reliable grocer to be able to deliver groceries to my home.
Got it.
It's a small manse across town. Nothing huge. We only have 12 servants.
Look, I don't care how many servants you have. See you tomorrow at noon for your appointment.
Very well. That sounds fine.
About that time, Hero, you get that lock unlocked.
Yeah, hopefully
I'm
that was
gonna
enough to
cast
be able to buy him
invisibility on
some time.
myself.
That is a giant turnip man.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself as soon as I see him.
Okay.
Go in and close the door behind me.
Hey, no,
No, fine.
let me come.
Right there.
Let me come in, please.
I wanna lock the door. I'll lock the door behind me.
Okay. Give me a stealth check while all of that's going on.
Thank God I already casted invisibility anyway.
I can hide in the crate.
You found a
So-
fucking 5-foot dinosaur.
It can wait outside.
Quick question.
Let me hide in the
Yes,
crate.
Skildos.
Is there a window in the front of this building that I can see through?
There are windows, but they all have heavy curtains behind them that don't allow you to see through.
No breaks in the curtains that I might be able to just get a peek inside.
No, they're all. It looks like he's like clipped them together to make sure that they don't come apart and let light or peek.
Well, bummer. In that case, I will have to do it a different way.
Walk back to the front.
No, I'll just simply go through the front door.
Come with you.
All right, Kildos, you have slipped through the door.
I'm coming too. I'm coming too.
So I'm reading my bag of holding. Is it technically big enough to just slide the top half of him in there? Got a roughly 2 feet in diameter of the mouth.
You
Is that
you could probably fit it in, but it's gonna be like the kind of thing where you've got to work at it to stuff it in. Bend it
It's
the right
going to
way.
take you a bit.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm kind of waiting on standby, pulling out the bag of holding, getting ready.
He checks on a couple of things against the wall, and then he goes back to the table and slices large chunks off of it.
Can Samuel hear any screaming from out here, or is the turnip dead?
You don't hear any screaming, and from those inside, not that they have any way to communicate to you, it does seem.
Oh, so it's like it's lifeless there.
Yes. I mean, he's cut in half.
Yeah.
And
We don't know the bioergonomics of a man turnip.
very true, especially one that was awakened.
Right.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
I think in this situation, I think the appropriate thing to do is to have Kildos drop his shadow slip directly behind the guy.
Okay.
And if I am stealthy enough, I'm just going to put the long sword right up against his throat. I think we'll be having that appointment now.
How did you get in?
I have ways. I have ways of doing many things.
I'm gonna while he's talking, I'm gonna open the bag of holding and start sliding him in.
Not the least of which is getting into a building that I see fit to get into. Now, you need to answer this next question very honestly, as if your life depends upon it. It may. Where did you get the Turnip Man? Clock's ticking.
What if I don't answer you? Going to kill me and slaughter me?
Well, yes. Yes, I will. But before I do that, I will make sure that you beg for me to release you from this mortal coil.
Look, what's this all about? Just a grocer trying to make a living.
And we are trying to find out who killed this animated turnip. Now, if you just happen to purchase the corpse from somebody, whisper a name to me. You don't even have to say it loudly. If you're capable of doing so, you could write it on a piece of paper for me. But either way, you would get to live to see tomorrow. And really, isn't that what we're all trying to do?
You know,
No.
I suppose you're right. Put your sword down. Got the piece of paper behind it. Let me go. Write down the name. I'll give it.
Excellent.
Don't.
And I'm going to have a spell ready to drop on him if he so much as twitches the wrong way. And he does not want to be hit by this.
How was my putting the guy into my bag?
Yeah, I would move over
doing
to like
this.
my side of the table while you're working.
I started over here. I was on the right side when it started. I don't know how easy it is to really shimmy around while kind of throwing him into the bag.
I'm just saying.
I don't know if you have like a really able to easily move around like 300 pounds of fucking turnip that easily. If I let go, it might just drop onto the floor, and then I've got a more obnoxious problem to deal with. Besides, I'm still technically invisible. All he sees is a turnip going to a fucking empty hole of holding. Because I didn't attack or cast a spell, so invisibility is not broken.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm holding is also invisible, so the bag of holding is invisible. He just sees a turnip going to a fucking gaping hole. Slowly.
He would basically see a hole of blackness,
And the turnip is slowly getting
slowly
engulfed by it.
swallowing it. And then occasionally the mouth of blackness goes, "Son of a bitch. Fuck, I can't get this arm in."
Shit, gotta cut this arm off too. It's not an attack, he's already dead.
So he grabs out a piece of paper, scribbles something down on it, folds it in half, and sets it on him. Here's your name.
Okay. Kildos will go over and pick it up. sword still in hand, but not raised directly towards him. I will flip it over and take a look at the paper.
Giant middle finger.
Right. That's what I'm expecting.
All right. I whispered the message on there to you.
Nice. I'm just going to look at him and say, "Oh, thank you ever so much." And then I'm going to do non-lethal strike. Although I can't because it won't let me hit him. It says it collides with a wall.
Covering.
So it wasn't a giant fuck you letter.
Yeah, it was good hell. Nope, it's still blocked by a wall. Move it out one more.
Oh
There we
yeah,
go.
there's a weird wall. Just for he laughs, and this is all taking place behind the desk. He steps out here, drawing a hidden sword behind the desk. Swings it back at you. Now you're gonna get out of my shop, or I'm gonna call the police on you.
How close am I to finishing getting him in my bag?
You got like another minute of.
Damn it.
Yeah, so
Alright. That's how it's gonna be, huh?
indeed.
I have to start some.
I'll make sure to cast a nice insult at him in Infernal.
Next, are you still there? You.
I'm
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, go ahead and roll initiative.
here. It's not letting me because it says there's no combat encounter in your currently viewed scene.
Try refreshing. For some reason, you disappeared out of the game for. I don't.
Shows that I'm here.
Try again.
There, I think. Oh, oops.
Alright, he's going to an attack. He thinks you're still his only target in here. For some reason. But hits you, did 4 damage to you. Hero, you see.
Sneak over and unlock this door.
Okay. You have unlocked it.
All right. And, I guess
I'm assuming
I'll
we
hop.
can hear the conflict from outside. Sorry.
Yeah, you can definitely hear it by the.
Thanks.
See, that's. And I'll just break the invis afterwards, so that way I can give Kildos advantage next turn.
Alright. And he's like, oh, where'd you come from? X?
I've been here the whole time.
Oh, I can't get in. The door's locked, it looks like.
You're gonna have to either pick it, try and break it down, or run around to the back door. Hero.
Try to hit it.
Okay.
Semi can offer assistance with that. Yes.
Yeah, Nyx is offering assistance. Go ahead and give me a athletics.
Okay.
Slam into the door, it does not budge.
Well, I tried. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
He's like, I tried. My job is done here. Me and Fluffy are going home. Fuck y'all.
You should have locked me out in the first place.
Exactly.
I
What
even
happened?
unlocked the door here, but you weren't there anymore.
Well, yeah, you lost your chance.
Oof.
Yup.
Guess
All
we're
right,
getting all the
Simon.
XP for this combat encounter.
Semi's gonna try and knock it down then, real quick, because
Okay.
Semi doesn't know that there's a back door to this place.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Can I get advantage as well, or no?
For this turn, I'll allow it.
Yay!
Much better.
And while that's going on,
Oh Jesus!
Kildos is done playing.
You do not have advantage on.
I don't.
No, the advantage only works for like melee attacks.
Oh. My bad.
Yeah.
All right. Of course. There we go. All right, so he took 11.
that should be correct. All right.
Also, apologies. I heard a sound and I thought it was my turn. My bad. I was
That's
not
okay.
looking
I
at the
misread the order as well when you started doing that.
screen.
So you've used your action to break down the door.
Okay.
You shall have some movement available if you want it.
I would like to move up on top of the table,
Okay.
standing over the Onion Man,
The
or
non-existent Onion
where
Man.
he was, where he
That's
was.
just a turnip.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. It's just a turnip, guys. He's not an onion. He's not high class. Okay, just a turnip.
Not even really
Yeah.
a man anymore.
Yeah.
It is literally just a vegetable.
Yep.
All
And
right.
I'll end my turn there.
Fluffy.
Harsh but accurate words.
Ouch.
That's it for him.
Okay. He is going to disengage. Run around to here. And he pulls out a flask of alchemist fire. Um, all right, we stop this now. Otherwise, we all go up. I'm gonna stop there. Hero?
Let's see. So he's got alchemist fire in his hand ready.
Yes.
That's not that scary. Oh, you're still up there. I'm gonna kind of go and block the door. Are you sure about that? I'll go for a dagger attack. That's all I'll do.
Nyx. Kildos.
Yeah, my buddies are going full murder hobo, so I don't think that there's any option for me to try to talk him into surrendering. But I would still kind of like to try. So Kildos is going to just very calmly make his longsword vanish and look at the guy as he kind of saunters his way up and over top the table. I am a tiefling. As I'm sure you're aware, we have survived the fires of hell. Alchemist's fire does nothing to us. You might singe my friends and burn yourself, but I will survive. I don't know if you need deception and intimidation, one, the other.
Whichever you feel like adding for that would be fine.
It's kind of both, because tieflings are gonna burn like a motherfucker.
Either way would be fine. Your choice.
Alright.
All right. Emil.
I assumed that he would have dropped the bottle already, like, or thrown it or something. So, I guess, hmm. I guess I'll just whack, you know? At 20?
Ow.
And why not do it again, you know?
That was so good. I think I'll do it again.
Now he has even more motivation to surrender.
It says previous roll of glaive attack has not been completed for some reason. I don't know why. Complete previous, I guess. I'll just do that.
Yeah, go ahead and try that. See if.
You have used your reaction this round. You want to proceed anyways. Why would I need to use a reaction?
I had not pressed forward to your turn, so go ahead and try it again.
Ah. That means I get 3 attacks, right?
I don't think that's quite how that works.
Dang. Since this is a ticking time bomb and I have the ability, might as well use action surge again and just get 2 more melee attacks.
Okay.
This might not be the smartest time to use this ability, but fuck it. Somebody did say we were doing murder hobo, so here we go. How are you not dead, you son of a bitch? Alright, that's it for me.
Fluffy.
Nice.
I can mention.
You gonna fire himself or not?
I would say the biggest question for him is, are his underworld contacts worth his life?
Question is what they'll do to him worse than what we're doing to him now?
Risk it. So he raises the flask of alchemist and he throws it down at the barrels underneath the table in this.
Oh shit, my boy's wanting to go out with a bang.
Quite the bang. It turns out those barrels were filled with fertilizer, and
Dude's a fucking terrorist.
that's well. Uh, he is on the ground unconscious. The Turnip Man is thoroughly pureed, for lack of a better term.
I mean, only partly. Half of it's still inside a bag of holding.
I don't think he had time to finish putting the top half in.
I did not. I don't know how much. Like, I don't know if I've got the head in. Like, how far did I get into this?
You got kind of like an arm, yeah, like an arm and a head.
Okay. Well, an arm and a head might be all right.
This job cost me an arm and a head.
The rest of the building is very much on fire, and it's rapidly getting worse.
And we're all gonna die.
You should probably evacuate unless you wish to risk yourselves in the burning.
I'll dash to pick up my bag of holding and fucking run through the back door to keep my momentum.
Okay.
Can't forget that. And I'd be pissed if I fucking lost my bag of holding already.
Okay, so you guys get out of the building. A large cloud of smoke rising from it rather quickly.
I'm gonna leave the scene immediately. I don't want to be around when the guards start showing up.
Yes, and as we are hurrying along, I will just look at the rest of them. Well, that ended well.
You've got a weird definition of ending well.
We're still alive, aren't we?
True, but the poor turnip man is not.
No, but there was really nothing that we could have done about that.
That is also true, but that does not mean that this is a great outcome. Now maybe that guy is able to reanimate him or regrow him. I'm not sure. We'll take what we got of him. Start heading back to the house of the guy.
Okay.
I mean, that's really all we can do.
That's all that's left.
So you guys head back to Agus the elf.
While I'm doing that, I'm also using prestidigitation to kind of clean off my clothes from any possible burns and whatnot. Kind of get soot and all that out of it. I don't know what might be in it.
That's
Clean
actually
myself
not a
up while I'm
bad
walking.
idea.
I got prestidigitation. I can clean myself up pretty well.
Yeah, it
Same.
takes several castings of it, but you look more presentable at least.
Yeah, I don't look like I literally just came out of an incinerator.
Doesn't look like you just fell off a turnip truck.
All right, so did we arrive there?
Yeah, you've arrived back at Haggis's.
Is Haggis in his garden right now?
Yes.
I'll just kind of come up. Haggis, hello.
What? Huh? Oh. Yes, hello.
We have
some,
good news and bad news.
What he said.
Oh, please do tell.
Good news is that we found your friend.
Good. Where is he?
That's
I
the
pull
bad
the bag
news.
of holding and take out what's left of him. That's the bad news.
A local grocer apparently obtained the body somehow. We were not able to find out how specifically.
He was selling him off for profit to the local restaurants.
Yeah, and you realize, I just realized that we left that guy unconscious in the building to burn to death. We could have just taken him along. And if nothing else, Haggis could have gotten his pound of flesh out of him.
Yep. That body is still in there, still burning.
Yeah, Hildos would have had presence of mind to pull him out. I, however, did not. I'm 3 sheets to the wind.
I had thought of it, but I also had to get my bag because it was kind of lumped over the fucking side of the table.
Yes, but we have Semi.
Yes, we do.
I don't think
I
no
could have
Semi
carried
had
him
presence of
back.
mind to do that.
Semi is the more powerful mage spell of Invisible Servant. He's the very visible servant.
It's a somebody call it a retcon servitude. Servitude, excuse me.
Yes.
It has very, very magical powers that he can do things in the past without actually saying it.
Yeah, and I mean, if you wouldn't mind, Colin, I would appreciate if it would be possible for Kildos to just simply direct Semi to grab the unconscious gentleman,
Okay.
take him along, and I can stabilize him along the way.
Okay. Yeah. How are you planning on stabilizing?
Well, I don't know that wasting a spell slot would be necessary. How about we try with just medicine first?
Yeah, I believe that is sufficient.
Okay. Good. Sufficient is good. So in that case, I will also present the unconscious individual and explain to Haggis that this is the gentleman who had possession of the body, but we do not know from whence the body came into his possession.
Well, that is rather fascinating. I don't know this man, unfortunately, and I'm not sure what you want me to do with him.
We didn't know if you needed to extract any information from him.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, very well. Pardon me, here, may I borrow your bag of holding for a moment?
Guess we're disposing with another body, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Doing a side quest here.
Yeah, it's basically dump him into the bag of holding with a smile and a wink. He'll keep. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, for a little bit, and then he'll suffocate.
I don't know anything about that.
Anything we should find out is underworld connections could be useful to us in the future.
True, we may wish to keep him alive, which he's got at least 10 minutes of air in there.
Yeah.
Sure, we can throw him in there.
So you guys stuff the body into the bag of holding. It has approximately 10 minutes of air in there, so maybe 15 minutes or so before he completes.
Perfect.
What do you want to do now with that?
Well, what did the guy say about having part of his turnip back?
Was he grateful or no?
Yeah, like I had to empty that out, and I don't know what.
Yeah, that's really the big thing right now is just closing up the contract, making sure he's satisfied with what's happened.
Yeah, so presenting him with the head and the arm of his friend.
He seems a little bit sad. He's not sure that he can regrow his friend from the what remains. But he is grateful to at least have closure on.
He signs off as the completed contract.
Yeah, as far as you guys are concerned, your contract.
Alright. Guess I'll bid him adieu, and we can go figure out what to do with this guy in the next 5 minutes.
Yes.
So, what is our plan to do with him?
My thought was that we pull him out, tie him up, and then extract information from him. Should he be unwilling to cooperate, I suppose we put him back in just long enough for him to contemplate what's important to him truly in this world.
How far away is our little fucking crime shack?
we going back to the shack.
How far away is that from here? Is that within 10 minutes?
It's probably a little bit more than 10 minutes at a normal pace. If you dash the whole way, you could probably make it back there in time.
What's the consensus, team? Are we gonna run to the shack, or are we just gonna find a random alleyway like thugs?
Let's pull him out, just his head, just enough for him to be able to get a breath of fresh air.
Walk there like every 10 minutes, go to an alley, just pull him out, let him breathe, then put it back in.
Don't
Just
ask him a single thing. Don't say a single thing to him. Just, this is what we are going to do to him. Welcome to your fucking nightmare.
That works.
Just so I know for future reference, what does one have to roll in order to escape a bag of holding?
Can you really escape a bag of holding?
I don't know.
There are methods. You could use wish.
It's also just casual wish.
You
Just casual.
Yeah, you could use wish. You could try for divine intervention.
Being that it's usually considered extra dimensional space, I mean, I think anything that allows you to travel between planes would probably be sufficient.
Okay.
Although Dimension Door, I believe, would cause a significant explosion. However, you would be able to get out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of those might be a little bit explodey.
Gotcha.
But,
just curious. Just food
it's
for
not
thought,
like anybody's going to be upset, when you blow up an entire tavern just to be able to escape a bag of holding.
Well, I mean, if you're already
who would ever
involved
set
in
an entire
criminal
tavern on fire? I mean, that's just crazy.
It's ridiculous.
No one would ever
Yeah.
do that. Especially out of pure spite and revenge and hatred.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the only an
Exactly.
absolute monster would do that.
And I mean, yeah, that would just be terrible, especially if the family's sleeping upstairs. Like, that would just be awful.
Not to mention, it would be a bit on the childish side. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. You'd have to be an absolute, like, gremlin human being to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Anyways,
we get to our crime shack.
The crime
The
shack
crime shack.
is a little place where we like to torture our victims.
So we tie up this guy, turn around. So what do we call this place? I think the crime shack suits it nicely.
The
I would
crime
agree.
shack, that's where it's at.
It's like Caddyshack. It rolls off the tongue. Crime shack.
why don't we just call it like the trap house or something like that?
That's already taken, actually, by a
sounds
place
really
in
sus.
Taiwan. Or no,
Yeah.
Thailand, sorry.
Oh, you're referring to a different kind of trap house.
We might attract some very unwieldy people if we name it that.
Yes,
You
I was
know?
wondering if you happen to have any ladies available.
No,
Huh?
not that kind of lady. Yeah.
I want the tea lady.
You know, I like surprises. Wait,
I'm gonna
what?
flip
Ah,
the coin if you know what I mean. Don't worry, I'll be satisfied either way.
right. Don't you worry, I'll still get mine.
Eventually, I get to say it's my turn.
Right. Yeah.
So you guys get back to your crime shack and dump out the alive but unconscious body. Do anything particular, or are you just going to wait for him to regain consciousness?
Just start beating him.
Just start doing non-lethal damage to him constantly.
Oh yeah, we could just wake him up with a waterboard treatment.
Could go
There
to
you
the
go.
pain.
To the pain. I like it. Classic. That's a classic one. It's classic.
Classic.
Oh hell yeah. But no, yeah, my presumption is that we are going to awaken him
All right.
in a a rude and terrifying manner. And if anybody
I'll let you do
wishes
that.
to assist me, I will be happy to, you know, absolutely
hands
terrify
dirty?
him.
I'll let you guys handle that. I'm not the interrogation type. Or the roughhousing type.
Sammy says, just tell me what to do.
Can do.
He's screaming him to wake up, and he fucking wakes up.
It's basically, Semi, stand over there and sharpen one of your scariest looking weapons.
You got it. And then Sammy starts to take his pants off, and you're like, wait.
You can't sharpen that.
Oh,
That's a
sorry.
blunt instrument.
Sorry, I thought you said harden. My bad.
It doesn't have quite the effect you like. He doesn't like startle awake in terror. He's just gonna, ugh. What you doing here? What am I doing here?
What are any of us doing here? Where is here?
Currently, I'm interrogating a subject.
How's that going for you?
Not so great. Unfortunately, I have a very stupid subject who actually thinks that he's going to get out of this situation unscathed, or that he's going to die quickly. And I have sad news for him. Neither of those things is going to happen.
Oh, sucks to be you then.
What I can offer him is an opportunity to get out of this alive.
Yeah, how's that?
Just depends on your level of cooperation.
Who am I even cooperating with?
A very powerful faction of the Thieves Guild. That's who you're cooperating with.
What do you want from me?
The truth would suffice as a start, and it would save us a lot of time of torturing you.
Oh, just a bunch of better than that.
I wouldn't say that we're a bunch of thugs. We're just a group of people who can get information that is needed.
And willing to use, by the look of it, whatever means necessary.
Well, of course. Wouldn't you?
It doesn't come.
Oh, wait, that's right. You already have. You took a sentient being and chopped it up so that you could make a little bit of profit.
At a point, you know.
I will say, however, that's not something that we ourselves would have done. Bad taste. Pardon the pun.
And yet you've kidnapped me, brought me here under threat of death. I fail to see how these are different.
Oh, okay. So, good. Good. A teaching moment. I enjoy those. You see, here's the difference. We did not kidnap and capture an innocent individual and then chop them up and sell them. And for that last part, I suppose yet would be the correct way to end that statement.
But you don't know that turn. It could have been a murder.
Could have been, but just the fact that you make that statement tells me that he wasn't. Look, here's the thing. First of all, we want to know who killed it. Plain and simple. If you don't know specifics and you just purchased the corpse, just tell us who you purchased it from. The biggest concern that we have, believe me, is that it is somebody operating outside of the guild's graces. And if that's the case, they are the ones that need to be taught a significant lesson. You, well, you would probably just be on the hook for some insurance. Make sure something like this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I killed. That's what you want to hear.
Yes, that's reasonable enough. Can you tell me specifically what exactly transacted? I mean, did you see it and go, dear gods, that's a perfect jackpot for my grocery store, or was there something else involved?
It's complicated.
I fully understand. And don't worry, I have time.
It was a. I don't know.
Well, I cannot speak to this myself, but I have heard that confession can be good for the soul. And it certainly is not going to hurt your situation at the moment.
But will it help at all?
Ah, therein lies the question. And there's only one way for you to find out. I highly recommend that you take that option. Give it a shot. After all, what do you have to lose?
Give me a persuasion.
But of course, not one of my strong points, but, you know, silver tongue and all that. Really? Fuck you two, dice.
It's like he's dying tonight.
Yeah, my dice are just like giving me the middle finger on almost every roll.
Look, it was just a trial run exploration of a new business avenue. Leave it at that.
Would that be selling exotic items to restaurateurs?
I'm not going to tell you what we're doing. I still have business associates. Tell you what the gig is. Word gets out, we lose our edge.
Well, as a dues-paying member of the Thieves Guild, I really don't give a shit what your connections are, what you're doing specifically. I am merely asking out of curiosity.
You swear that you keep these ideas to the room.
You have my word upon my honor.
The rest of you?
I'll nod.
Agreed. I'm just getting tired.
Look, we're exploring a new way of delivering groceries. Had a radical business idea for selling awakened groceries that could walk and deliver themselves.
I see.
So the kind of thing where it comes into the warehouse. You give it a paper with some direction. It goes there, to the restaurant. Don't have to send a bunch of delivery people.
That's quite sharp.
But we had to. Our ability to get appropriately sized awakened creatures has been a little bit slow. Wanted to make sure that they still tasted all. Stole one and dropped him and delivered. Trial run.
Completely understandable. That makes sense. You don't want to try to do a mass production and then find out that it tastes utterly like garbage.
Exactly.
I wonder if there'd be a way for you to do something with animating a cow.
Samuel chuckles.
Well, for you, another brief moment in the bag of holding while we deliberate
What? No.
and stuff him back in. Oh, there. Now we have all of our information.
That we do. What would you like to do with the information?
I think we already know one of the places of business that he's had dealings with.
I believe perhaps you're right.
I think his corpse served up neatly in parts on their cutting board may send the correct message that attempting this sort of thing without the blessing of the guild might not be a wise idea.
I believe the guild would be so interested in the black market of awakened groceries.
Or they might think it's an absolutely stupid idea and that nobody should be doing it and that it will cause entirely too much trouble because it will draw entirely too much attention. As it did.
I suppose you could be right about that as well.
Hence why we should send a message. One that says this is a very, very bad idea. Love us.
Well, I can't say I necessarily disagree with your logic.
Thank you. And so, yeah, Kildos is perfectly happy just letting the guy suffocate in there, and then we take him over in the middle of the night, slip into that restaurant, and have him appropriately butchered and laid out like cattle.
Works for me. We've already done it once.
What's to stop us from doing it again? Nothing.
Exactly.
Again.
I'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
I'll do it again. Oh, I will. I'll fucking do it again.
I'm
I
guilty.
did it.
Yep.
I did it.
I shot the
Oh,
ball.
good.
I'll do it again.
Fucking do it again.
Your Honor, please. I like to plead on insanity.
Yeah.
Killed the ball.
Semi was just following orders as his defense whenever we go to jail for this.
Right. So yeah, I'm thinking, what's it going to be? Medicine, nature, or survival? I guess survival, really, because we're trying to make it look more like cuts of meat.
Yeah, survival's probably gonna. That.
So whoever's got the highest in that, I will
I got a +2.
I will happily assist. I have a +1.
I guess I'll do it.
Stepped away from my computer. I can check real quick. Sorry, hold on.
You got a +0, and nobody's got more than a +2.
Alright. I guess I'll do it with their help. Oh god.
Hell yeah, you will.
That was almost a fucking 20 and rolled with 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys pull out the body. I'm giving a stealth check as well to sneak.
Oh, do I get advantage because I'm moving quietly? Because I got my shoes. I
Sure.
got my shoes. If it's moving silently.
I'll also need a C check to break in hours.
Oh, no, no, no. He will not need to use these tools whatsoever.
What do you got up your hands?
I'll just unlock the door for you.
There you go.
I mean, that works.
You guys slip in and drop off the butchered body on the board, and for your second mission in a row, send a rather gruesome message.
But a clear
Are we
one,
the
I feel.
baddies?
I feel it's a clear and significant message, which is, important.
I'm gonna go back to the fucking guild and be like, what am I becoming? What am I doing with myself?
We'll
Oh,
go
we're
back to
supposed
the
to be
guild and
like-
everybody gives us a really wide berth.
The fucking part as we walk through. What are we doing? What have we done?
Like, don't
There's
look
a bunch of
directly at
people
them.
that work here for like petty crime. We're out here just murdering people.
Like, we're not here to fuck around. We're here to get the job done. Job's fucking done.
I think they figured that one out by now.
Yep. Damn straight. And we'll do it again.
I'll do it again. God damn it.
I'll go and turn in the quest for the Turnip Man.
Yes.
Do you know the Turnip Man? The Turnip Man? Yes, the Turnip.
Lives on Drury Lane.
Yes, what about him?
Oh, she's married to the Turnip Man.
The Turnip Man?
Turnip Man!
She's married to the Turnip Man.
Michael! Found it. You guys just want to quote the entire Shrek movie for a minute?
So, hey, what's... I start off with a fucking bombastic somebody.
Yeah.
Anyway, you are given a bag of 300 platinum pieces, 75 apiece.
Nice.
I will say,
Wait, how much? Oh, platinum. Okay.
yeah, platinum.
Did I say what? Okay, 75 plat.
Yeah, 300 copper. 300 copper in that bag.
75 plat.
And we'll say 1,500 experience.
1,500, you say?
Yes.
Ah. I'm going to have to pull out the calculator for that. My brain's no longer functioning.
20234.
Money.
Looks like it.
Got it.
I'll head back and I'll take a gander at the bounty board. Looks like there's a new job available.
Yeah, there is.
Is
I
it a
wanna
quick
pull down
easy
I wanna
for
pull down
3,000
16 as
XP?
well and put it back in my pocket.
All right.
Huh, I wonder what was at the job board that's taking Hero so long.
I'll come over. All right, guys. Got a request from a Captain Croco. We need to start a writer, otherwise grant passage for his ship. Looks like the shipping guild is angry with his work and refusing to let him depart. They're refusing. The authorities are refusing to get involved unless it turns violent.
So what I'm hearing is we need to make something go violent.
That is his immediate request. Is that would get him passage through. That's all he requires, whether it's violence or not. It's just violence is probably the simplest way to accomplish that.
Peace was never an option.
Ever.
Basically.
Ever. Come look, see the violence inherent in the system. Help, I'm being repressed. Bloody peasant. Oh, you hear that? You hear that? Dead giveaway.
Shrek to
Stone
Monty
Deck
Python
moment.
that fast.
I feel happy. Happy.
Cool.
Oh, thanks so much. See you again next Tuesday. Oh, yeah. We have issues. So many issues.
Mm-hmm. All right. Unless you want to do any planning or have anything else you'd like to do, I think that's a good stop and
Short rest.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
get a short.
Badanka. Badanka. And rest. Yeah, I will say Kildos needs to replace his longsword of +1 with a finesse weapon.
Better suit your class.
Strength
Yeah.
of 8, dex of 18.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little mixed up there.
Uh-huh.
What you want to do?
Yeah. So I don't know which would be best, like maybe a rapier.
Yeah, rapier tends to be the
Is,
most direct.
is that a simple weapon?
Um,
Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter.
I think it's a
As
martial,
soon
isn't it?
as soon as I make it a packed weapon, I'm proficient in it.
Oh, that works.
yeah.
I'm fairly certain that's how it works with Pack of the Blade.
Let me double
Doesn't
check,
even
but that
matter.
sounds right.
Yeah, you are proficient with it while you wield it.
Yeah, so it doesn't make you proficient with rapiers in general, but with this
But
specific
with my
one.
rapier.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, so if we can just magically turn that +1 longsword into a +1 sword of sexual molestation, or rapier as they call them.
Do.
Then I think that should work, and I should be able to grab it and drag that over there. And then, just for shits and giggles, let's see how well it works. A critical miss. But it did add my dex, so that's all good.
You're
Yeah.
not getting the -1.
Exactly. That was really the whole thing.
Yeah. Going from a -1 or on the. That's
It's a big deal. Yeah, that's a very big deal. Yeah, I noticed that when I went to attack the guy, and I'm like, this is not doing the thing that I wanted it to do. Oh, and I should probably blow some coin on having some clothing that is more befitting for Kildos's style. I just noticed that he is currently wearing like common clothing as well as studded leather armor. He should have some really nice gear. You know,
Rolling that 20.
clothing. I did not roll that.
I
The
rolled
GM
that.
did.
I had to fix it because it wasn't adding your proficiency.
Ah,
So, because
Thank
it
you.
was just set to automatic and your sheet didn't tell you you're proficient with that, so I fixed that, set to be default proficient with that weapon.
well, now I have to test it out again. Yes! There we go. That had to hurt.
Yeah.
Ow. That was a lot of
A trivial 13 hit points of damage. He's like, I was just rested. What happened?
I just took a nap and I started getting attacked. What happened?
You said you were interested in some fine clothes.
Yes.
Yeah, those go for 15 gold pieces of that.
No. Kildo said, fine clothing.
Well, how much would you like to spend on it then? Start at 15 gold pieces, and the ceiling is...
I think 25 would be really good.
Okay.
Something that basically, it just like in his picture, in his portrait,
Mm-hmm.
something that would set him apart from common riffraff. That people would look at him and go, oh, no. He definitely was not the bad guy. He's somebody.
Alright.
Now I'm dead sexy. The common clothes, I'll say, would be his more, like, sneaky street clothes.
Yeah, when you need to blend.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Excellent. Now I look stylish. Wonderful.
Alright. Any other last minute shopping or things to do?
I will probably figure it out and do that next week.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. So I will
You
catch you
guys-
guys later.
Yeah, have a good night. Thanks again for hosting,
Yep.
Colin.
Yeah, pleasure as always.
Peace.